day 6 of 100 shitty videos, and this is the one that I'm deciding to go with today. I want you to picture in your mind the idea of an athlete in the flow state. So, an athlete in the flow state, like an MMA fighter or a basketball player, the kind of person who you think about it in your head and you're like, this person is simply acting in the moment without too much thought or consideration as to what is going to happen next. They are just acting with the instance of thought. There's not worry, too much preconception. There isn't a lot of the overthinking that comes with trying to create art. And I think that is that's the key. That's really the thing that's been in my head. I just watched this video recently, and it was talking about an idea that I've been ruminating on for a while. This idea of play is increasingly becoming more and more pertinent as the ingredients that artists need when it comes to actually making things that are great. Because that's why I believe that um, that's why I believe that artists and creatives are some of the is the best job in the world. Yes, because you aren't you cannot you cannot arrive at art via some construed weird shortcut method. It's not going to work for you. You may happen to chance on something accidentally if you are trying to play like a numbers game or something, but be it won't be replicable. It won't be um and it won't be yours. You're not going to feel a true sense of ownership over it. And most importantly, you probably won't identify it in the first place because you're not in the right mind state. And the mind state is that of play. That of a kid keeps on coming to mind. The kid is the one who decides to act not because the person fears mistakes, but because they just want to have fun and experiment and be curious in the moment. That is the the mental state of a player. That is the mental state of someone in the flow state. Because in that precise moment, when something that is unexpected happens, the person doesn't overthink, consider all the things that could go wrong too much, think so much about how to mitigate damage and so on and so forth. It's simply an action, a response. If a punch were to come somebody in the flow state, perhaps maybe the first idea in his head, the first reaction might be to block it, maybe with his hand. But maybe his hand ends up being occupied, his hand is held, his wrist is locked. So he does not overthink in such a moment. He just works with whatever he has. You pull away, you use your head in a different direction, you roll with the punch. It's simply the kind of action that cannot be taken when hesitation is factored into the equation. And I think that's a lot of the process art actually involves. When you meet an obstacle, when you go into the unknown, trying to find um, this new creative way of getting something done, and you might not like what you see, you don't like what you get when you first start, but you simply allow yourself to continue to explore what the process might take, where the process might take you. You just move forward, and in whatever way it becomes useful, whatever way seems fun, whatever way seems interesting to you. And that's how you find these pockets, these little areas of the forest that you cannot find if you are trying to go to a specific direction, trying to go to a specific destination. You just chance upon them because you happen to be open to the possibilities. You let yourself experience the highs and the lows. You let yourself be present and connected in the moment. And these are the kind of things that no analyst can really experience in that moment, because all the possibilities for an analyst, all the possibilities for a logician, a pure logician, are already laid out. They are almost as, and I know this is a bit derivative or reductive, but they are almost as simple as a formula. Whatever, there's no other answer. There is no development or facing of fear that has to be gone through to arrive at that prized thing that is art. And for that reason, there is no better job. There is no thing that tasks you to develop in the moment just for you to arrive at your output. And so, if there's one thing you're going to take away from this video, it's going to be, stop trying so hard to hold on too tightly to the results. You want to control everything because you are fearful that if you go in the wrong direction, you might make a mistake, and if you make a mistake, whoa, people are not going to be happy with you. It's those kind of people that are so tightly bound by fear and a lack of curiosity and a lack of willingness to explore. Those are the kind of people that end up making mediocre, predictable, and unmemorable work that generally does not stand the test of time, because anybody else could have come up with such an idea. But it is you giving your mind the ability, the leeway to balance out different methods to go in a different direction one might not expect. You allow yourself to have such a lightness of spirit that you are able to carry a different kind of magic. And yeah, that is the reward for being a true creative.